What up, y'all? It's been a while. I know. Don't hate me. Been busy and lazy, but we're here today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the biggest mistakes that you're probably making without thinking about it, that most likely is making it harder for you to transition to natural hair or just kind of take care of your hair overall. I've made all of these mistakes, and some of them I still make because, curly hair likes to switch it up on you sometimes. So one day my hair kind of like this, and the other day it's kind of like that. And literally every time I have to wash my hair, it's a guessing game because I don't know what it's gonna like that day. First mistake you're probably making is you're not listening to your hair, and you're giving your hair what you think it wants and not what it's actually telling you it wants. For example, I used to pretty much always put what is it, not like products, I used to put products with coconut in my hair because when I first started, that was like the thing that everybody was using, and I'm like, okay, everyone's using it, I'm gonna use it too. And my hair was like, I don't like coconut, please stop putting coconut in your hair. I don't like it. I'm like, you know what, maybe it's because I'm not using like organic coconut, or I'm using not enough, so I would put more, or I would switch the brand, and I would never get any different results because my hair was telling me it didn't like coconut. But I was like, yeah, my hair is gonna like coconut because everyone else's hair is like coconut, so it makes sense. And that made it so much harder for me to actually get wash and goes that I liked and wash and goes that actually stayed, because I wasn't listening to what it was telling me. I was just telling it what I thought was best for it. So try to actually listen to what your hair is telling you when you're trying a product, even if it's like just a certain ingredient that this product has that this other product doesn't have. If you see that one is working and the other one isn't, it might be because your hair does not like something in that one product that's not working. So make sure you try and pay attention to that as much as you can, because listening to your hair and listening to what it's telling you it wants and what it doesn't want and what it needs and what it absolutely does not need is going to make it so much easier to not only find products that work for you, but just to take care of it in the long run and just get wash and goes and styles that you actually like. The second mistake that you might be doing is either putting too much product in your hair or not enough product in your hair. And honestly, if you have this down packed, kudos to you, because I never get this right. Like, it's still a guessing game for me about how much conditioner I should use, how much gel I should use, how much styler I should use. And honestly, for me, I'd rather use too much than too little, but it's still not good to use too much. So if you can figure out how much your hair needs of each product, it's going to be so beneficial for you. One example is that if I don't use enough leave-in conditioner, then I'm gonna overdo it on the styler, and that's not good. Like, I use it to the point where I need it to feel like really silky smooth. I need it to feel really soft, but the end result might not be great because now my hair doesn't have enough moisture from the leave-in conditioner. Now my hair is like not as soft as I would want it to be. It's kind of dry, and I really struggle with this. So I'm still trying to figure it out. So if you make this mistake, honestly, it's I understand. It's hard to figure out the exact amount of each product that you need for a certain style that you want. And right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remember like how much I use each time. So for the next time, I can kind of say, okay, well, this was too much or this was too little, so I'm gonna have to change it up a little bit. Using too little of a product is probably gonna make it so it doesn't even look like you used anything in your hair whatsoever. But then using too much is probably gonna weigh your hair down, or it's gonna feel greasy. So it's really a trial and error thing. But if you get it down, then honestly, you're always gonna have amazing looking hair. The third thing you might be doing wrong is you're not even using products that are meant for your hair. And that is something that I definitely did a lot when I was first transitioning, because my hair is thin. I feel like I have thin hair, but I was using products for thick curly hair. And honestly, I still kind of do now, like the Shea Moisture Curl and Style Milk. I'm pretty sure that's for like thick curly hair. I don't have thick curly hair, yet I use it because I love that product. So honestly, that is a mistake that I'm willingly making, but you shouldn't do it. Don't do that. That's not good. If you are like me and you're currently using products for thick curly hair, you have thin curly hair, one of the problems you're probably having is that you feel like your hair is super flat and super weighed down, and that is because you're using the wrong type of product. It's very thick because it's for thick curly hair, yes, and it's going to weigh your hair down because, like, I guess I want to say like the hair thickness to like, what is it called, like consistency ratio is off. So it's not, your hair, it has too much, your hair has too much in it and it can't blossom. But then if you're using products for thin curly hair and you have thick curly hair, now the problem you're running into is that now it feels like you didn't put anything in your hair because the thickness ratio to the the thickness of the consistency ratio is off again, because your hair is like, I need more of this. And honestly, I feel like if you have thick curly hair and you're using products for thin curly hair, no matter how much of that product you put in your hair, it's most likely it's not gonna work for you. Obviously, everyone's hair reacts differently, so you might be able to use products for thin curly hair on your thick curly hair, or like me, I'm okay with using products for thick curly hair. I can work around it, you know, I can always get the volume back in my hair. That's not a problem for me. But back in the beginning, when I was first transitioning, that was like a big struggle for me because I didn't know what else to do. But now I kind of know my hair a little bit better, so I can kind of lose something to gain something. But just really try and use products meant for your hair. Like if you have 4C hair, don't use products for wavy hair. Like what do you think is gonna happen? What result are you trying to get? Because you're not going to get them. Now, not only do you have to make sure that you are listening to your hair, that you're using the right amount of product and you're using the right type of products, you also have to make sure that you're using the right routine and the right techniques for your hair. One of my biggest mistakes when I first started transitioning is I was following obviously a lot of curly hair like beauty gurus on Instagram. I was subscribed to them here on YouTube, but the thing is that they had 3B hair and I have 3C hair. So every time I tried to do a routine or try products that really worked for them, it wasn't working for me, and I wasn't sure why. I thought it was because I was doing something wrong, or maybe it's just their hair is just so much healthier than my hair, so obviously it's not gonna work for me. And no, it's because I was using techniques and products for someone else's hair that was completely different than mine. Now, once I started following and subscribing to YouTubers and Instagrammers like Lisette here on YouTube, I saw a big improvement because she has my type of hair. She has 3C hair, and even though both of our hairs are different, they are both 3C, so there's some type of similarity there. So I was going to at least get a little bit of the result that I wanted. And I still am subscribed to and I still follow people like Jasmine Brown, but I try to take their tutorials and like their product suggestions, like I wouldn't say with a grain of salt, but I just am more cautious with following tips and tutorials from them because I know we don't have the same type of hair and we will never have the same type of hair. But I do lean more towards people who have my type of hair now, because if you're someone with 3B hair and you're following tutorials from someone with 4C hair, it's like I don't know what results you're looking for, because you're not gonna get it. Like with some things you might be able to get away with, like if someone says, oh, this product, you know, really moisturized my hair, then yeah, you might be able to take like suggestions from someone who doesn't have the same type of hair as you. But with other things you really can't, because like the curls aren't the same, and like if you're someone with like 3B hair and you're using like a gel or styler suggestion with someone whose curls are a lot tighter than yours, it might weigh down your hair a little bit, and the other way around, it might not do anything for you. So really try and use routines and products, and you know, just try and make sure that you're looking for videos and you're watching videos meant for your hair, because if not, then it's kind of hard to get the result that you want when the person you're getting these tips from, their hair, it's not gonna be what you're gonna get. If you want to learn more about things that you're doing that could potentially be damaging your hair and just overall curly hair do's and don'ts, then make sure that you watch these two videos here, because I feel like all of them kind of go off of each other, because if you're doing one thing but you're doing another thing, it's just not going to be very productive. So make sure that once you finish this video, you check out these two videos to get a little bit more information. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.